It's See Something, Say Something. Candace and Cindy are two therapists aiming to demystify therapy and pull the curtain on the people who are conducting your sessions.
Surprise, surprise. Therapists are people too. Listening as we giggle, chat about culture, navigating life experiences, discussing the things we like, and mental health. Hi, guys. It's a new season. And we need to get back into practice, honey.
No, seriously, because I'm like,
hello? Stranger?
Anybody there?
Wow.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Did you guys miss us? Clearly. New looks, new season, new outlooks, new topics. Just so much to discuss.
And a new budding topics, which also, I guess, is our season start. We're both like, what? I'm like, what the? All right,
well, I think the first way to start is with a little drinky drink.
A new beverage.
A new bevy. I can't wait. Ooh, fragrant.
I think you're gonna. Sorry. Yeah.
Whoa.
Take a deep breath.
Ooh.
Okay.
I didn't know it was going to be so sweet.
Like zingy and yeah. Okay, there's like bitters in there, like aromatic bitters. That's
but not like crazy.
No, and I mean, it's non-alcoholic, but I think that's what you smelled when you first opened it. Yeah. I used to take digestive bitters. You're supposed to. Those things are strong. They'll send you straight to the crapper. I feel like they do that a lot in like Nigeria. They'll just have like bitters. So I was always like confused growing up because I thought it was like alcohol. Because I was like, why is it coming in this little thing? Like, I don't know. But sometimes I feel like it was mixed with some type of alcohol. But yeah, they're always taking bitters for some reason. But yeah.
It's good for your digestion, your gut. So they were onto it.
They already figured it out. But the way that I stumbled upon these was during the holiday season. So I thought it was because it says something spritzy, like a sparkling festive beverage.
And
so
that's
I
your
thought,
language.
Yeah, but I thought it was like holiday. So I didn't think I was going to see it again. And I'm like, oh, no, this isn't seasonal. This is going to be here. It's new. So that's my new hot bev.
Autumn.
Right. But yeah. Well, guys, hi. We're in here.
Hi, y'all. Where do we begin?
I don't even know. But I am happy to see you in the podcast seat today.
I know. This is crazy. And let me just let you guys in. Cindy's going to kill me. She keeps thinking I'm going to leave. And so anytime she sees me in this room, she's like, is this the last time?
Yeah, you'll probably notice that in all of my dark humor and my awkward glances over to her. That's just how
I'm here, guys. You guys would know I'm very blunt. I'm a straight shooter, pow, pow. I'd let you know. But we're here and we're in it.
Sips.
Ooh. Wow. Well, I'll begin. So many new things have happened.
Yeah.
I have my hair braided. Let me tell you about Candace Christine Suber. Whoa, full govy.
Christine.
You didn't know?
No, I do. And that's what I think you're saying in your voicemail whenever I call and you don't answer. And it says, I'm hearing, hi, this is Christine. And I'm like, she's not saying that. Nah. But it feels like you're saying that because it's this little voice. And I'm like, that must be Christine. I never met her.
No.
Oh.
It was just me putting my number, even though you guys already dialed it. Anyway, I got my hair braided because I have a very special event.
Are we not going to tell them? Because they're going to see us.
We're going to the Grammys!
That's a big special event. It's
a big deal. By the time this is out, we've already come and gone, so there'll be pictures and things like that.
I'm a +1.
Yeah. Cindy is invited. So yeah, I'll be flying out on Wednesday, working Grammys week, going to Person of Year, and then Grammys is on February 2nd. So this is the first of many things to come. So that's a part of the changes. I got a new job.
A huge change, guys.
That puts me in positions to go to events like this. So there's gonna be a lot to chat about, lots of content, and who knows if this will bring in people who knows?
We hope so.
You know, the sky is the limit. But yeah, I got my hair done. And this is the first time in over a decade I let somebody into... We're both wearing jeans. That's also a new change. Like, wow, look at us grow.
Professional?
This is the first time in over 10 years that I've let somebody be in my head. And And this is the first time since probably like childhood that I've had braids in my head. So many
crazy.
changes. You know, everybody talks about their word for the year. I feel like mine is release.
Okay.
And so like I'm just releasing maybe some of these things that limited me or some of these fears, these ideas, these things that had me trapped in a box. You know, relationships, released, you know, weight, released.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's a convicting word. I like that.
Convicting, girl, come on,
I went to church today.
Because the pastor came out.
I said.
That's conviction.
I know, but I am loving kind of just watching you in this season of little hair.
Yeah.
She's shedding.
She's shedding, baby, like a lion.
I am happy watching you in this season of release, and I'm very excited to see like what it brings. And like, I don't know, it's a powerful word to be able to release something, and then also to be able to like be open to like what comes when you do release.
And we're both licensed, fully licensed.
Yeah, guys, that's another update. Oh my gosh, at this. Candrace just dropped her A literally this past Tuesday, right?
I don't even know.
Well, I remember things like that. Because it does. And then I dropped mine in September. And I guess that brings me to my word too, which is... Sorry.
Release.
Mine is elevation. Ooh. It's actually elevate, yeah. And I went to this vision board party sometime around the end of the year in December. My friend Nichelle has been doing them, and I, was like, I want to go support. I had no idea that it was going to be so beneficial for me, honestly, because she kind of started it off with us having like vision boards, and then on the back, it had like a message for you, which is so fun because I was like, oh, you're just getting a vision board, like whatever. But it had like a little message. And mine was, just because you don't see it doesn't mean God's not working. And that has been like a very, very consistent message for me because I feel like on one hand, like I'm on the brink of hopefully some new starts, but then I'm also kind of in between like old things too, unfortunately. But I think elevate has just been a consistent word because I'm like, okay, you obviously are uncomfortable in some of these spaces. You've outgrown a lot of spaces. So, like, what's next? And then, like, when it just comes to, like, personally, professionally, relationship-wise, it's all about, like, elevation. And then also, I think release, too, in the meantime, because I've been having to let a lot of things go that I probably, had just gotten comfortable with, whether it's been, like, mindsets or even some people. So, yeah, elevate,
Elevate. I feel that too.
I know. I
feel like it's happening.
I think it's happening, but for me, it kind of goes back to like I really don't see it right now.
I think you're in the prep stage. The preparation, the pruning.
Yeah, when I went to church.
You have to release before. You got to let go of some things so that you don't have that weight that's holding you down, and then you can elevate.
And also have faith in order to elevate.
Yeah. Ooh, girl. That's another thing. I am in... my on fire for the Lord season. I've always been very, but like I have like these little ebbs and flows where not hyper religious, but just like really focused. And I just feel like I'm in this season of isolation with the Lord. And I know people like get worried about that, but if you look into the Bible, there's like multiple people who were called into isolation before they were elevated even further. So I just know big things are coming, but just like, woo, that's part of the release. I had like an epiphany the other day. Actually, this was a long time ago, but where I was like just thinking of like in my past relationship, I had kind of like shifted to man. Still believed in God, but he was not as involved as he should be. And I literally looked at the what is it called? Is it 12 or 7 deadly sins?
Like what?
Oh my gosh. My relationship had all of those. Lust, greed, envy. Is there 7 or 12? 7. Right?
I think it's 7 deadly sins.
That's
what I know.
And I was like, my relationship had all of those. And I was like, that just shows how man will just like snatch you out of like the position you'll be in. And yeah, now that that's released, like I'm back. Back and I'm better. Even like, what is it called when you eat too much?
Oh, Gluttony.
All we would do is sit and eat. Like, that's how we would bond. And so I'm just like, wow, it's like crazy when you can have perspective, like hindsight. Like,
It's actually interesting though, because like when we're in it, like we're kind of just choosing that, and that's also what seems like comfortable for us at that time.
Be choosing it and being okay with choosing
and be sitting in it, because that's what feels
this
like
is the choice I'm making.
Yeah, and it feels good at that time, because low key, it's
I don't even be feeling good sometimes. Just be like,
maybe this is just what it is.
I'm invested. I'm in it.
Yeah, I've invested, so I have to be here. And then I feel like, too, like, it just starts to become, like, routine, like, habitual. And literally, it's all about, like, okay, what habits are we also changing that, like, make us uncomfortable in this space now? And I feel like you had a lot of habit changes. Like, you already had, like, mindsets, I think, of things that, like, are your core. But along the way, like, as long as I've known you, I feel like that's when you've been in this whole, like, very, like, transformative season. So, yeah, you've implemented some different habits that I feel like are sticking. You know what I mean? Which is also why you're getting the opportunity to release.
I'm returning back to me.
Yes. Oh my God. That's what the lady told me. Don't forget who you are. She said,
that's
don't
very
forget
much
who
it.
you are. Yeah. Do not forget. And I do think when it comes to like certain people, places, environments, like they could easily make you forget who you are, because I don't know, people are not
and leech off.
I was gonna say, like, there are some people who I feel like do just try to take your light, and what does
oh my
it look
gosh,
like
can we talk about that? How there's the biggest target on your back for having a light. Like people are drawn to that. When people are like, "Oh, you just have a light about you." Sometimes I'll be like,
scary.
And what you gonna do? Because people really do. And like, there's so many conversations of people wanting to be near you because of jealousy or wanting to be in, like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially men. Sorry
guys.
There's been.
Choose the bear. I'm also just kind of thinking about.
Very much so. Winnie the Pooh.
He's a soft guy. I'm thinking about, like, this might be a stretch, but when you said like the light and how people are attracted to it, I started thinking of like little like fireflies and things like that. And then how like when you were a kid, which I never did this, but it's in the storybooks, how people would like try to like capture the fireflies.
You
like,
didn't do that?
I don't think I did, but with like little cups or something like that.
Yeah,
and like
jar.
It's kind of reminds me of that. And it's like we want to get that light so bad, not us, but others, right?
Yeah.
And they want to like capture it. They want it for themselves.
There's so many, I feel like, metaphors and analogies of things being drawn to light, and they're usually not like the most wanted things that are being drawn to. So it's just like you have to have discernment and boundaries and awareness, which, you know, I feel like I had discernment, but also there was just still that little fixing part in me where I'm like, I see what they're doing, but I'm going to change their mindset. But it's just like, you really have to put pride aside, because at the end of the day, it's not for you to do. And like, you actually don't have the power to do that. You know, like you don't have the power to change people. They really have to do it for themselves. So, are you okay?
It's something spritzy. It's in my throat.
The spritz is really coming through.
It's like indigestion. But no, I really feel like, I don't know, I've had a lot of like shifts and things. I would say like ending romantic relationships that didn't serve me. Time was up. To kind of like, I don't know, switching around, I guess, how I invest in my friendships as well. Okay,
praise God.
But I think, you know, it's just an interesting season, and I'm still marinating in it. I'm not really out. I'm not really out of it yet. And I think that kind of just like adds to my like uncomfortability each day. But I'm also feeling like, I think, good. Because for the first time, I feel like I can actually like think about myself a little bit more, and also like cast a wider net for like the opportunities that I want, and not be so, I guess, scared, honestly, and just being bolder. Yeah, that's what I've been feeling. More bold decisions, more risk and things like that I don't think I would have had the opportunity if I was still kind of operating with the people and in the spaces that I was, because it was taking up a lot of my time and energy. A lot. And honestly, I still struggle when it comes to like work, but I mean, I guess mindset wise, like Kendra isn't there anymore. So at least, you know, before we were cackling, She's not here to like
trauma bonded.
We were trauma bonded. I mean, but also friends. But I feel like, okay, she's not there anymore. Yeah, the shit fucking blows. But at the same time,
you said the rose-colored glasses are off.
They had been off.
Now I see.
They'd been off for a while. But I think more so just like, okay, I can't even laugh here anymore. Like, I really gotta go. Like, I don't even have a moment to laugh.
Actually, all jokes aside.
Like, this is actually no longer funny. Like, get up. So, I think once I'm able to kind of have a shift there where I just feel more freedom, I think essentially, maybe I'll feel a little bit more of that release and elevation.
Yeah.
But also, like, I guess this is about, like, recognizing the elevations I have right now. So, like, having new relationships that I'm more excited to pour into and like actually, you know, can get excited about, that's new for me. Is she in her lover girl era? It feels like it's loading. I'm actually so scared. So
and I'm just in the background like pushing her. Like
yeah. What?
It's so cute.
Reciprocated relationships?
Yeah.
They exist. So that's kind of really cool. And then I think wanting to lean more into my creativity in this season so I can elevate all of those things. So
yeah, she was posting when she thought TikTok was going to be banned, baby. I said, this girl makes me sad.
I said, the content
literally, it said bloop, bloop, bloop. I kept scrolling and I was like, 8 videos. And I said, wow, Cindy, you just been sitting on them and you waited till literally the app to be obsolete. She said, let me just post. I said, she makes me sick.
Let's go out.
And then now the app is back up and running and I haven't really seen the bloop, bloop, bloop. I said, wow, girl, really? Is this really what we're doing?
Maybe in 2025, y'all, that'll be a part of what
we're in 2025, baby. So what are you talking about, Tootsie Pop? We're in it. We're almost in the second month of it.
Honestly, I'm here for a very slow start to the year. So honestly, just give me a moment. She's cooking. She's defrosting. She's preparing. Because to be honest, this is not a game. I actually have to be very serious about this. And that takes work.
Oh, well, you know I don't like work.
Period. Okay? Exactly.
I'm so quiet.
And so for me, right. Yeah. And for me, like, it takes work. So I'm just like, on top of all the other things. But I'm like, but I'm like, okay, she's sitting on content and I keep getting called to creativity. So let's get back. This is the year for that.
You relate, girl.
I told you I relate.
No.
I said it.
You were trying to flambe me.
I literally,
like
no,
you were at
sometimes we need some sizzling.
No,
sometimes
baby,
we need some sizzling.
She's not going to flip me like a burger. You wow. This is not 4th of July.
Sometimes we need some sizzling.
No.
A little sizzle.
And girl, you was the only one sizzled. I was in bed like,
and to be honest,
well,
I know you were feet kicked up. And to be honest, that's what I expected. So at the end of the day,
baby, release.
Release to elevate. Weapons. And when I went to church today, they said faith without works is dead.
It's dead.
And they also said, you know what? You do have to kind of plan some new habits in order to get to the next season. And it's not going to be that fun all the time. And sometimes it's going to feel like work. Clock it. So yeah, as you can see, we are kind of having that thing where I feel like we're in between. Like, working is challenging. Like, having to kind of, like, plan things, do things, like, it's challenging. And that's even been a part of this podcast, too. Like, it hasn't been all roses, guys. It hasn't been all roses. I would say, like, that's been probably, like, that's one of my outs.
Biggest obstacle.
Yeah. It's been, should we tell them about the episodes? Like,
literally,
okay, so I'm sick to my stomach.
We had a vault. Like, I don't think you guys realize when a lot of times the episodes are released, those are from like months prior.
Yeah.
And there was a little technical boo-boo. Our vault was cleared.
Wiped.
Our episodes are gone.
Like 6 of them.
Literally, including an interview.
Yeah, our very first one. We're going to be reaching out to you soon.
We're going to message you.
Literally, we're embarrassed.
So that was kind of like a bummer, you know? It did kind of like, I don't think stalled things, but it did kind of just like
stall
shift.
is a word, though.
I don't know if it's stalled, though, because we were technically on break when it happened.
Yeah, but we were ready to, like, go. Yeah, we were ready to go. It
was disheartening.
And I feel like...
And I was very much, is this a sign? And Cindy didn't like to hear that. But I mean, I look at everything. Is it a sign? You know? Like, I'm not going to talk about that.
You can if you want to.
The Lord said don't reveal too much because there are monitoring spirits who watch.
That actually is true. Hey guys, we see you. Hopefully, you're coming with support.
Right,
you
up the views, baby. And show all your friends.
But that was really a hard time, I think, for both of us to navigate. Especially being a new podcast. Like, guys, we're not even a year old yet. So to kind of have something like that, we're not. We're coming soon, but we're just a baby. Yeah, or April. I don't remember.
It was March.
Okay. And so I just feel like, I don't know, but spring, so that's kind of exciting.
Spring.
Yeah, I love spring. But I don't know. That was hard for us. Right. And also kind of like, what do we, like, I do feel like it kind of stalled because we were in a place of like, starting to get ready for the new season, trying to plan some stuff. And then it was like, oh, and by the way, any episode that you thought you had is gone. Like, we were already
good footages.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. And also a lot of time. Oh my God, the birthday recap. So that was something that we were really looking forward to. We're going to talk about just like, our birthday seasons and like what we did. And we both had like very eventful times, but that's gone too. So you know what?
Was it meant to be?
Thanks for the memories. I don't know. That one is a little. That one hurts me. I'm not gonna lie. That's the one that's like paining my chest a little bit. But we are in a new season. It's season 2, and so a part of that to me is like, okay, putting our content out there faster. Honestly, that was one of the things.
And I think that was the message the Lord wanted us to have. He was like, okay, now you guys see what happens when you sit on stuff.
Oh my God.
Like, nothing is guaranteed. Tomorrow's not promised.
Literally.
And so he was like, get your little schedule together.
Chop, chop. And guess what that is? Work.
She couldn't wait.
Oh, that's my tongue.
She couldn't wait. And then she shot her little eyes over at me, babe. Please.
Love it.
Please. Because release. This drink is so good.
I'm glad you like it.
With a little sherbet in it.
I feel like it would be very good. Very tasty. It's different. But yeah, y'all. So I don't know. Here we are. Let's just come back.
Yeah.
Because it really did. It was a doozy. It was a doozy. And yeah, that doesn't work. I would say that didn't work. So I think now we're in it. We're podcasters. And people people know it. People see it. People are like, oh, good job, guys. Like, we're getting some gratification, I guess, from it as well. And hopefully it could take us to new heights. But yeah, losing 6 episodes, that was crazy. And yeah, it does feel stalling. And yeah, it does make you want to just be like, throw the towel in, I guess. Like, and are we going to pick the towel back up? Who knows? But here we are. We're trying again. And hopefully, this new season kind of brings us new listeners and new community for See Something, Say Something. Our new seeds that we hopefully can plant and see grow. So, yeah. Where did you just go?
I really am. When you said 6, I said, wow, that's a lot.
6. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because we had budding topics and then we had full episodes as well. It was a lot of time spent, guys. So, yeah. That didn't work for me.
Guess it was just practice. Gotta laugh to keep from crying.
I was gonna say that's a laugh that sounded like tears were about to happen.
Yeah, it really just wow. I blacked out for a minute.
I know you did.
I'm back. Biblically, a lot of people had a lot of little setbacks.
There's a lot
just to propel them forward. So bigger things are happening, and it's trial and error. We live and we learn. C'est la vie.
It's a lot of trial and error and a lot of faith, right? To like decide that you want to keep going despite like, okay, it was a doozy. That was, I would say it was a hiccup, but it was a little bit more
No, that was a long belch.
Yeah. So, but here we are. But yeah, I guess for me too, having like, I don't know, I've been very introspective, kind of just like for. You said you see that?
Yeah.
Nice. Shut the. Cackling while we talking. Right. Cackling. What y'all talking about? Well, I have been very introspective, just like different parts of my life, where I want to go, what I want to do, what's feeding me, what's not. I did something interesting, I would say, this first month. I didn't eat out all of January.
She didn't. I'm so proud of her. That's such a big deal.
It is. And it may be like oh, you big back. But I'm like, it's just, I just love going out. I just love a little cocktail, a little plate, I love being a Yelp girly. I love just getting a little moment. I'm like, I'm a food critic. And I like the ambiance. I just like the moment. And I have not eaten out once this month, which, that was kind of my little soul fast that I've been doing, which I feel like has brought me some mental clarity, introspection, a little bit. Honestly, today's actually the last day. And so I think I'm done, but I'm going to just go to the end of the month because, my brother's birthday is on Thursday. And so I don't know if we're going to eat out, but and I'm traveling with you soon. So I'm like, we'll definitely go out and stuff. So I just figured I'll save it for like special occasions and stuff. And it's been nice because it's brought me kind of a little bit back to myself too, like cooking. I stopped cooking for a very long time.
Cooking's so therapeutic.
And it is, but it also takes a second. And because I'd been for it. And I hadn't like all year, which was like really scary. It was like a combination of eating out, cooking stuff, but fast, things that can be made fast had been a thing. Like assembling. I've been a big assembler. Right. Like she's making boards. Like I'm doing a little dinner that I bought from Trader Joe's and I'm, saucing that up. Yeah, it has been
doctoring up.
It's been an assembling season. But I think now, I don't know. After doing that, I was able to just kind of like make stuff for myself again, feel good that I like put it together and also being healthier. That's a big thing. So I don't know. When I'm thinking of like what's been in for me, cooking feels in again. And I'm so happy about that. Okay, tell me.
But honestly, I didn't start cooking until I changed jobs. Because my energy came back and I'm at home. So, and then they encourage, because work-life balance, take lunch, take dinner, take breakfast, go work out, go for a walk, go walk your dog, do something. So I have time to cook. And so I'm kind of in this period of preparing to be a wife because I feel it in my spirit.
Same.
Yeah. But like cooking nostalgic things that I had growing up and veganifying.
Coin that word.
Veganizing. I was gonna say veganifying, but
veganizing. Veganizing is it? Yeah.
Yeah, veganizing is actually the term. So yeah, veganizing them. And so like today when I get home, I grew up on mushroom soup chicken.
Okay.
And so, oh my gosh, I bought 10 pounds of vegan chicken.
I do feel like when you decide that you want to go in, you go all in. Like the 10 pounds, like, okay.
That was an accident. When the box came in and I was like, oh, I'll just carry it up. But I was like, oh, my back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then they gave me samples. Okay. So I have a bunch of vegan chicken. So I'm making that tonight. Some mushroom soup, chicken, vegan chicken on a bed of rice, or probably farro to stay away from the rice because, the arsenic. And some like tri-peppers. Yeah. It's going to be really good with some cranberry sauce and then a side of green beans, maybe some cabbage. My mouth's running water.
I'm actually just making chicken wings
I'm
tonight.
practicing meals for my husband and my children.
Yeah. That's a season. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Mufasa. Wait.
What's for you is for you.
It's the dance that came into my head.
Yeah, I'm ignoring it all because
no, we don't actually have to comment any further. I just needed to say that.
I know you did. I don't think you heard me say earlier, lying.
I think I did hear you say it.
Oh, too much attention. Okay, so I'm looking at recipes.
Yeah, I'm really here for it. I love it. It's been nice. So yeah, we're already kind of doing our ins and outs, but like, I love that trend. I love being able to like read people's and kind of see like what they're talking about and like, okay, because it's always niche. It's always like very specific to that individual. And so yeah, I'm wondering if you have any.
Okay, so ins and outs for 2025.
We can make new ones. I can go. I have a couple that have been in my mind.
Yeah.
I was jotting it down this afternoon.
Oh, she prepared, baby.
Not much. because I was thinking of myself and I was like, what's out? Depression rooms. Sorry. Let's start strong. So like for me, depression room, out. It's out. It's out. And it's not, anyone's fault, because if you have depression, like obviously, hopefully you're seeking some help and guidance. Like, but at the same time, I have depression sometimes. So,
girl,
I know firsthand.
I have it all the time.
What it's, looking like. And it's going to be out for me, in this 2025 season. I just feel I was doing really well, like making sure my space was together the other day. And I don't know. I was talking to ChatGPT too, as well, my friend. My AI buddy,
good old Chatty,
my co-pilot. And so we were having a conversation about depression rooms. And then I was like, talk to me like you're my therapist, because, she's not available right now. Let's talk about it. What's going on? And it was like, if you're kind of showing everything on the outside and presenting like all of these things, okay, that are well and kept together, your room could be like a symbol of just like the one thing that's for you. And I'm like, oh, how interesting. With it being the one thing that's for me, I'm allowed to kind of just like be my messy self, whatever. And the song Messy by Lola Young, that's been like trending on TikTok, I have actually resonated because I'm too messy. Yeah. So it's been in my head because I'm like, oh my God, she's singing about me. But like when I'm experiencing depression and my lows, because I do feel very ashamed sometimes. So yeah, that's an out for me. Like out, I would say the shame part too, but then also like the depression room, because you feel better when it's all kept. And yes, we're keeping homes and houses around here for our future families and lives and things. Fuck it. So yeah, that's one of mine. And then I would say my in on the other end of that, ghosting the right people. That's something I've been thinking about too. Yeah, like ghosting, I feel like it could be back in. Like if I don't want to talk to you, like ever again.
I don't have to, and there
you
doesn't
don't
need to be
actually ever have to hear from me ever again.
Just block and
never speak to you. And that's just life.
That's just life.
That's just life with some people. But yeah, like obviously if you have a relationship with whoever it is, like you have to determine like if that person is, if it's a safe person or if it's not. But for me, if it's not a safe person or a person who's just giving me a headache, you will be ghosted. And yeah.
Okay.
That's one of them. What about you?
Girl, I was going to say TikTok is out because it was banned for a little bit. But to be honest, I even do look at the app a little bit differently because it was a social experiment. And to be honest, like, the app is not the app. Like, if you really want to get into it.
It feels like someone's looking at me.
Feels like? Maybe they are.
Yeah.
Big googly eyes. But, anyway, I'm not going to do that.
What, Meta?
I blocked them. I don't know about them.
How do I block on TikTok? Because I saw people said to block
I blocked
certain
them. I
keywords.
blocked Elon. I blocked
don't. Right.
Yeah. And it did change.
Okay, help me. Okay, I need to do the same.
Honestly, I was telling my sister I wanted to go outside more.
Is that an in?
Yeah. Well, just like health in general, I feel like it's always in, but this is just like a different health thing, just different health trends. And so I need vitamin D, because in my isolation periods, I like to be in the house. And so during lunch break, sister and I are going to go downstairs to the courtyard and sit for 30 minutes outside. Probably in front of the little fire pit because it's cold right now. But yeah, every day, because like sun, I don't think people realize sun helps your sleep. Sun helps your energy. It helps your mood, your digestion, your skin, all that. So maybe I'll say opening the window is not going to cut it. And honestly, I'm just kind of in this period of like, what's out is like considering what everybody has to say, which I don't feel like I do, but like I like give people a platform to say something. But now I'm just kind of at a point where like I know what's going on, and you don't. So that's so sweet. But I know me and my God,
yeah,
we got a plan. So thank you for sharing. But you don't even have to. We don't even have to have this conversation. So yeah. Some things I'm just kind of like in one ear, out the other. We're not even having the conversation. You're not even getting the platform.
Sorry.
And honestly, private practice might be out.
Oh, I told you it was out though. You know what?
It might be out, guys.
Private practice is Go. Private practice.
By the time it's released, I would have had a conversation.
I low-key, my license. Let me not say that one too loud. But like I said, ghosting sometimes, because I kind of feel like I did it to like a private practice. But like sometimes it's just private practice is out. I'm with you on that one. I actually am 10 toes down because I don't.
10 toes gripped.
Yes. 10 toes. Okay then. I have another in. I would say my in then, if we're talking about private practices is out, I'm thinking my in would be like more consulting opportunities. I did just go to a conversation on Friday and I did not talk to you about that, but it was about learning how you can build. Is my breast showing?
No.
Looking at my, okay.
I'm actually not. I'm looking at your face. My eyes are just cross-eyed.
Okay. I was looking and I went to this conversation virtually and it was all about like building income streams from like mental health consulting, but kind of like figuring out what you want to consult about.
Who are you consulting?
Organizations, corporate spaces, schools, like really anybody you can kind of consult. So I thought that was a pretty cool opportunity to kind of just learn about how you want to present yourself, and also like you're kind of probably already doing it, right? Like when we think about like me, I guess like when I got to do some of that corporate wellness stuff, that was consulting. And so I was like, okay. So she was just kind of giving me education about like how to go about that. So like I have lots of ideas all the time, right? And certain spaces get a lot of my ideas, but I could really branch out and consult to like other people. So she was talking about like even
I see that for you.
Yes, and it keeps coming back around to me, like to go more into like speaking, creativity. It's kind of a lot.
It's like, how many other signs do you need?
None. It's more so when do I decide to take them?
Right. When do
I decide?
Put our foot in front of us.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully sometime soon when I get some energy. But I think I've also been called to rest a lot. So
I think that's true though.
Yeah, and that comes to my my out, which is poor sleep schedules, because
oh my gosh, I just said I need to help. I need to do my sleep hygiene.
Yeah, in a sleep hygiene out is poor sleep schedules, because it's been really something. And I just ordered a dupe Aura ring because I want to see what's going on. Yeah, it's called Call Me. Got it off of TikTok.
Girl, I thought TikTok was out.
Yeah, it is, but I did make a purchase last night after a couple of beverages. I did order one. I sure did. So while TikTok is out,
I'm always intrigued by those.
I was gonna say, while TikTok is out, like I'm still on it. Like, what? And so are you. Like you're sending me DMs.
Dang.
Like
the way that she said, I'm going to call myself in and call Candice and
like, what are we talking about? We're still talking about you, platform.
So unnecessary because nobody said I was off it, but she just really wanted you guys to know. That's crazy.
No secrets are kept here. They know
there
everything.
Was no secret. You just really wanted to put emphasis. You said I want bold on that hoe.
Bold, taking more risk, bolder truths this year in 2025.
Yikes.
But I do want to be able to pay attention to my sleep habits, because, I mean, okay, so literally I will notice when it comes to like my skincare, if I haven't slept well, my skin shows me. I'm dehydrated. I have more breakouts. Like I just feel very stiff. And then if I go to sleep, I put my tretinoin on, I'll wait, and I sleep like well. I wake up and I'm like, everything's right in the world. I'm not crabby. Like I'm not turning up. Like it's just calm. So yeah, in for me, more sleep, more rest. So I could do some of the other things I want to do.
I'm totally in on the sleep hygiene. I think also more learning for me. Yes. And not like, oh, I'm just going to read an article. Like actually investing. So I started a program, guys, for me to get certified.
Oh, yeah, you started it. Oh, my God.
Very easy. I'm going to be done like in 2 days.
When did you start it?
Literally when I told you last week.
Oh, my God.
Last week, Monday?
It was Tuesday when she got her A dropped.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm new things, and that's going to open opportunity to do other things. So, since it's all connected, so since private practice is out, that's going to bring in other things. And then just like with my current job, I'm going to be in places where it's going to work out. And then kind of circle back around when I said like not giving everybody a platform. I think it's just like I would think what I meant what's out is like not entertaining everybody. And this kind of circles back into like the people drawn into your light, because I've had some very weird interactions and just resurgences of like people from my past, and it's like they really were plotting on me and just like drawn to the light and trying to like use me and exploit me. So yeah, and just like everybody wants me to be a protege, and it's like, baby, did you ever think that maybe I wanted to live my life? Who said I wanted to do anything that you, baby, what?
Yeah.
So just not entertaining people and like you can be kind. Wait, is it kind versus nice?
It's kind. Yeah.
Yeah, you can be kind, but you don't have to be nice.
Yeah, nice doesn't really get us anywhere, does it? Yeah. I've actually had to learn a lot about that too. I think with me, it kind of looks like my in would be maybe like stronger stated boundaries, honestly, and just like holding to them. Bold boundaries. Ooh, yeah, and like really sticking with that one. Yeah. But don't be surprised, guys, if you see a little booking sign. Wear it. Yeah, we'll wear it. You'll just start seeing bold boundaries everywhere. But double B's. But I do feel like you really do have to be sound in that because, yeah, people will mistake your, you being nice, right? And, like, use that to be able to, like, walk all over you, make decisions for you, put you in weird situations, expect all these things from you. But actually, like, no, I'm not in that season.
Have a whole game plan with you involved and not even have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Literally fantasizing off into the next dimension.
Very strange. So,
and then send you paperwork via email.
This sounds like a true story, doesn't it?
Surviving having a light. Truly. True life, I have a light.
True life, I have a light.
And we are in dark times.
And people want to take it in the darkness.
So people be looking.
Yeah.
It's scary out here.
Scary. And so, I don't know. I think that goes to, like, the end of, like, just protecting my own, my own self, my own boundaries, my own wants and wishes and all of those things. Because, yeah, I've been a little too trusting, too, at times. Ooh. I just have. And that's just, I guess maybe even, like, just being an open-hearted person when it comes to like different types of relationships and stuff. But yeah.
And assuming good intentions because you have good intentions. Not everybody operate and think like you. And not everybody have the same home training.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
A dog-eat-dog world.
Good
but true.
One. Yes. Oh, I did miss being in here.
Oh, wow, the energy's flowing.
We're in this thing.
Elevation, release.
Elevation and release. Okay, words of 2025.
Release these episodes. Ooh.
Ooh. Coming soon, guys.
And the followers better elevate. Amen. Okay. It all came together. Yeah. Wow.
I will say, yeah. Ends, we're going to be more consistent. We'll post more. Yeah. Outs.
Yeah. No, we will. We're going to engage.
Yeah. Yes, guys,
good
engage
stuff
back.
Coming. Please engage back. We ask questions, baby.
Correct
answer. That's great to like the post, but please type that in the comments.
I know, please, we need the engagement. And thank you to the people who are engaging. We've gotten some
really
cool,
did that in our last post.
Ideas and like more coming. Honestly, it inspires us. I feel like we can always talk about like a lot of those different seasons because we're in a lot of those things right now. Honestly, and we've had to figure out our own way.
To home with some of those.
Yeah, it's giving. Are you in my head? Like people were saying all different types of stuff that I appreciated, but I'm like, ooh, yeah. When we talk about like emotional regulation, I'm going to be talking about screaming. When we're talking about recovering from people pleasing behavior, like
still recovering every day,
still in it, breaking generational cycles and chains, still in it, So
still chained. The Django.
Shackled, if you might ask. And also, like, navigating waiting periods. Like, I'm fully in that season right now, too. So, it's fine. So, yeah, definitely a lot to talk about.
Wow,
and definitely
so much
more to come.
Okay. So much to see.
So much to say.
Wow.
And actually, yeah, we're going to have so much to talk about in our next episode because Candrace would have just came back from a whole week, basically, in Los Angeles. I'm going to be coming back from, like, a weekend and getting to hang out with my friends and friend here. And just, yeah, getting to take on a new journey together, too. Like, that's going to be fun. So, lots to chat about, guys.
Over and out.
Till next time.
Doodles.
See ya.
Bye.